Kevin Gill, the JCW Senior Official, or KG as some know me. I'm here in my hometown in New York City to welcome you all to Slam TV Express, the first in a 4-part miniseries taking you inside the ring, behind the scenes for all the promos, drama, intrigue, and other flavor we can find for you from the world of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. The stars of JCW are stopping in all over this country of ours at select dates on the Happy Days tour, so come on down and check us out. And right now we're going to check out a JCW superstar who's higher than the Empire State Building. Let's take time to check out the Weed Man.
From Tin Hill, Kentucky, weighing at 201 pounds, here is Backwoods Billy.
What a feast for the senses Backwoods Billy is.
He comes from down the block.
He sure does.
Weighing in 400 ounces, here is the Weed Man.
Here comes the Weed Man. You can see by this amazing reaction from this capacity crowd here in Worcester, Mass. The Weed Man is very well loved by these juggalos in attendance, not just for his in-ring action, but also he's got the fat dub sacks. And now the Weed Man is demanding that Senior Official Kevin Gill, which is me, he's demanding that I smoke a blunt in the middle of the ring in Worcester. I can't even repeat what the crowd is saying, or can I? You know what? But it looks so good, and what the hell? This is Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and we just do not give a fuck. The Weed Man's going to get a second blunt out and some keep, and out of nowhere, Backwoods Billy. I'll tell you, there's no way to get the Weed Man madder than either fucking with his weed or fucking with his bitches. Backwoods Billy, go to school. Big clothesline. Whoa! He almost kicked the head right off the shoulders of Backwoods Billy. Look, he's got the blunt from the referee, KG, as the crowd asked for them to shave his back. But you know what? The Weed Man's got 5 on it. He's got 5 on it again. His 5 deadly fingers slap across the chest of Backwoods Billy. Not once, not twice, but thrice. And he does pass the blunt like a true gentleman. Whipping in Backwoods Billy. You know, this guy can come at you from anywhere. Now watch this. Boom! That's the 420 splash. That's got to be it. 1, 2, only 2. Only 2 on Backwoods Billy. He got him with the hot box. He got him with the hot box, followed it up with an enziguri kick. The Weed Man is on a roll. No pun intended. You know, I've heard about this move in the annals of wrestling history, but the Weed Man's going for it now. He calls this one packing the bowl. Listen to the crowd. Boom! He just packed the bowl, crushing the ribs of Backwoods Billy. That's all she wrote. Backwoods Billy's never been to school in his life, but he was taken to school today by the high-flying Weed Man. The capacity crowd taking a look at the Weed Man, victorious. And of course, if you want to meet the Weed Man, he'll be outside the building later doing 2 for 25. Only the way the Weed Man can. Now we're going to throw it over to Madman Pondo, who's got some thoughts on his upcoming title match with the champ, Corporal Robinson.
You know, it has been a long time coming, that I am now gonna be a 2-time JCW World Heavyweight Champion. And why am I so confident? Why? Because I have a plan. Mostly, I go on the fly and beat ass. Today, I have a plan. Let's hope this works.
Here is
Madman Pondo's got a plan, and we'll see how it all plays out as he's facing off with one of the toughest men in JCW history, the champ himself, Corporal Robinson. Madman Pondo taking that microphone from Lex Diamond. Come on, Pondo. Juggalos do what they choose, not what you tell them to do.
her
Man, Pondo, that is despicable. She is a beautiful young lady just trying to have a good time, and you've ruined it, you asshole. Exactly. That's someone's sister. Corporal Robinson being led to the ring by the one and only Violent JJ. Look at these two work the crowd of well-wishers and admirers, slapping hands, giving daps, props, respect, whatever you want to call it. These people got a lot of love for Violent JJ. Look at that vintage Sting WCW t-shirt. That young man's got a lot of great taste in wrestling. He comes from a wrestling family. Look at him. He's got some smack on the hand of every juggalo and juggalette at ringside. He spends a moment with each one of them to let them know he appreciates them coming out to JCW tonight in Worcester. Corporal Robinson, the ultimate juggalo, he's out there meeting and greeting amongst his people. That's when he's the happiest. With a lit cigarette that may or may not be the property of Shaggy Tudo. That is purely speculation. Violent JJ decides, Corp, let's get into the ring and see what's poppin', make our signature entrances, and pop this house. Violent JJ raises the horns to a massive pop as Corp does the Corp dance right in the center of the ring. Look at Violent JJ, he works both sides of the crowd. There's kids who've been in the business for 20 years that don't know how to work a crowd like this kid does. He gives a dap to his homie and protector, Corporal Robinson. And I think JJ's gonna step out of the ring and Corp's gonna turn on serious business mode as he prepares to finally, once again, beat the living shit out of Madman Pondo and get on with his other series of title defenses planned for later this year. Senior official Kevin Gale taking the 12 pounds of gold and displaying them to the crowd here in Worcester as Corp mentally prepares for the battle ahead. You know, Madman Pondo, as hated as he is, he does have a few supporters. Kind of a mixed reaction from Madman Pondo. Corporal Robinson, on the other hand, tremendous ovation. Corp is limbered up and ready to throw down. He's ready to throw down at a moment's notice, sometimes less than a moment's notice. Pondo does have his supporter. His fan is here. The bell is underway. And the one supporter of Pondo is split in his opinion. Pondo right to the eyes like the fat cheating bastard that he is. He's laying in some punches, but I don't think you can hurt the champ with punches that are that bullshit. Wait a minute, Corporal Robinson, look at the difference. Those are punches, Madman Pondo. Raining down on the fugly, fugly face of Madman Pondo. Boom, follows it up with a running knee. Corporal Robinson is on fire. And the crowd is loving every minute of it. Go for a quick cover. Only two. Madman Pondo can take a licking and keep on ticking. Oh, Corporal Robinson with the belly to belly. He's been pulling new moves out of his arsenal on a nightly basis. He's showing off those guns to his homie Violent JJ. Only two. Corporal Robinson not yet enough to put away the Madman. These two are no strangers to each other. Wait a minute. Robinson's tying him in the tree of woe. What could he have in store here? What is going to happen next to Madman Pondo? Corporal Robinson's getting a chair. He's got two chairs. Listen to the Juggalos. The Juggalos get what they want at JCW events. They want him to be fucked up. Corp's now adding Pondo's signature stop sign. Very rarely do you see Pondo's sign used against them. It's about to be... Holy shit! Holy shit, Corporal Robinson just denting the face of Madman Pondo, and Pondo folds over like a decrepit old dead tree. In fact, it's the tree that the ugly stick fell from nearly 200 years ago. That's gotta be it for Pondo. 1, 2, only 2. Robinson is unleashing some of his best offensive work, and Pondo continues to stay in this match, or at least remain conscious. What's Robinson going for here? The crowd crying out for Violent JJ. Everybody wants to see him involved. Wait a minute. Violent JJ! Connecting! Violent JJ with 3 shots! 4, 5, 6! This kid is unstoppable! 7, 8, 9 shots to the face of that. No, 10! He got him 10 times to the face, and then he gives himself a hand. Along with this capacity crowd, and Corporal Robinson's loving it. Violent JJ right back to giving daps to the crowd. Now as this crowd gets wound up, Corporal Robinson, oh my God! Suplexing him right through the chair. He may have deviated, dented, and otherwise crunched several of Corp's spinal columns. The few that remain, that is. Corp's vertebrae are broken. 1, 2, less than 2. Somewhere between 1 and 2 lies that pinfall. Pondo has got to be wondering, what does it take? And possibly to silence this capacity crowd. Madman Pondo going for the silencer here. It's one of his signature moves when the crowd gets too loud, too behind his opponent. Pondo climbs to the top rope. The crowd shushing along with him. And then in a move that often silences his opponent as well. Crushing the hip and ass cheek, the right ass cheek of Pondo. That's the deadly one. 1, 2, 2 and 3/4, 2 and a half. I don't know, we'd have to go to the truck for that. But moving on, Corporal Robinson. He's got Pondo up on the top rope, going for some sort of a Hurricane Rana. Corporal Robinson is on a roll, and he's pulling new moves out on a nightly basis. But it's not enough to put away the Madman. The Madman said it ain't a plan. And boom, that plan is to whack the scarred head of Corporal Robinson with a stop sign. And now he's going for a table. Madman Violent JJ's going for a chair, though. How about that? We'll see your table and raise you a chair. Pondo goes for the pin, but the ref was knocked silly. The elbow of Corporal Robinson struck me at this point of the match, and I do apologize. I lost consciousness and the contents of the Red Lobster lunch that I ate. Pondo whips him in. No, it's the super kick. Super kick by Corporal Robinson. I've seen a lot of men put away with this move. This has got to be it for Madman Pondo. But the ref is unconscious. I'm unconscious. Who's going to count it? You heard the man boot camp bitch right on the side of Madman Pondo. Corp's counting 3, 4. He's got him covered. You hear the Juggalos counting along, set all the way through 10 and beyond. The ref, I do apologize, senior official KG, the young senior official's on Dream Street, and Corp's concerned about this. He's got to win the title. He's got to retain the title tonight and move on. Corporal Robinson not happy about this at all. Pondo going for some sort of a lackadaisical trip. The crowd asking for blood. Pondo, wait a minute. Pondo out of nowhere with the Death Valley driver.
Pondo's going to take the title.
They're calling for Pondo to take the title. I don't think the odds going into this match would be in Pondo's favor. He's been defeated by Robinson on numerous occasions. Son of a bitch, Madman Pondo was right. What is he going for here? Wait a minute. They've got a table set up. What's Pondo doing? He's not very comfortable up in that high rent district. Oh my God, pile driver! Pile driver! Pile driver! He just pile drived the head of Corporal Robinson. 1, 2, it breaks my heart to say it, but Madman Pondo is the new JCW champion.
The winner of this match and new JCW heavyweight champion, Madman Pondo.
Juggalos, what a night. Madman Pondo has shocked the world, becoming JCW heavyweight champion for the 2nd time. Now next week, we are going to hear from a very angry, upset, and pissed off Corporal Robinson. The ex-champ, and it pains me to say it, is going to have to address this situation. Now, I was informed earlier today that Corporal Robinson has executed his rematch clause, and the match is signed, sealed, and delivered. It's Pondo versus Robinson at the Red Rocks Amphitheater, May 31st in Denver, Colorado. The match stipulation is to be named. Thank you very much for joining us this week for JCW's Slam TV Express. Next week, we're going to bring you action from the Tomasellis, and as noted, we're going to hear from Corporal Robinson. And on that note, good night.
submit.